Mm-mm-mm. Hi. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. Hi, Black Karma. I miss y'all. Hi, the goddess V. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And I'm so excited to see y'all. It's been a minute, guys. I'm gonna give y'all some time to get in the room. This is my first Lightworker community meeting that I'm doing. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait to just kind of get into the flow of it. So I can find my purse. No, I guess not. Where could I have put her? Hello. You so silly. Hello, hello. I'm trying to find my lip gloss. It was up here somewhere. Something should be up here for me. I usually keep them. Anyway, I'm giving some people some time to get in the room. Just cleaning off my desk. I had some oils on there. So let's give it a minute. Like, share, and subscribe as you come in, guys. I'm gonna get a better angle with the camera. I really don't care for you to see the laptop. Okay. So, something done flew in the house. It's mosquito season down here in North Carolina. All right. All righty, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. People can just watch the playback when they come on. So the reason why I'm starting this Lightworker Community News so I can come on and just kind of talk about what's happening energetically, and also tell y'all what's happening astrologically as far as I know. I'm not an astrologist, but I do keep up with astrology, especially what's affecting me. So I'm going to let y'all know how these things are affecting us, and then talk about where we are energetically and heading as a collective. So I am really excited. Hello. Hello, Chosen. I haven't been live on YouTube in months. I don't even think I've come live any of 2023, actually. So this is nice. See if I can find one in my pocket of my jogging suit. It's a no there, too. All right, let me go grab it. How many people do we have in here? Just a couple. I want to see if I can get a few more people in the room before I start. So I'm going to give it about another 2 minutes. Hello, everybody that's coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I see you. I see you. All right, let's see where we are. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So today is March 6th, 2023, and we are one day before the full moon in Virgo that we're having at 7:40 a.m., which is nice. Prepare for your full moons. Um, Today, you should have already started your money work. If you're doing any money work, that should have been done within the last couple of days. And then you can start your releasing work tomorrow morning and all of that good stuff. So y'all already know how I flow with the full moon. If you're following my channel, I'm not sure how any other healers do it, but that's the way I do it. I just kind of follow what's giving the moon the most sun, and that's where I get my energy from to cast my spells. So I don't really use full moon energy to bring a lot of stuff in. Either way, the big thing for tomorrow is Saturn moving into Pisces. And that's the whole reason I'm coming on here tonight, is to talk about Saturn moving into Pisces. Now, if any of you guys have been going through your Saturn return for the last 3 years when Saturn was in Aquarius, y'all should have started feeling some form of release in the last couple of months. So if it was a financial gripping on you, you would have started having a release of that holding back on your finances from Saturn. If it was with love or family or whatever Saturn was working on you with, at this point in the game, you should be, if you've been doing your work, you should be in a position where you're just flowing with in a new dimension, a new paradigm, not a new dimension, but like a new paradigm. As you're ascending and you're getting better, you're going into those new dimensions on your own, but your life should genuinely be different when it comes to whatever Saturn was working on, wherever Saturn was, wherever Aquarius was in your chart, that is where Saturn was working for the last 3.5 years. So if you've done the work there, you're going to start receiving blessings over the next 3 years from all the work that you've done. You should have built something. You should have been able to. For me, I don't have Aquarius in my chart. So for when you don't have the sign in your chart, that type of information is kind of hidden from you. You don't know where to fix things. So the universe will just have everything in your life being restructured. You're learning how to more deal with the public in a different way and be more true to yourself and be you out loud and your authentic self. So that's one of the things that Saturn was working on. People who you don't see Aquarius in your chart, that's how it was working with us, where we were just totally restructuring how we deal with the world altogether. Whereas if you had it a certain place in your chart, like love or your money or family or your transportation or how you deal with the world, then that's where Saturn was specifically working on you, where we were getting it in small doses, very small doses, but in all different parts of our lives, just to make sure that we were fully in alignment so that when Saturn moves into Pisces, like it's doing tomorrow, we can start reaping all of those benefits. So guys, you should be in a new, I do want to say a new life, but it's not like, oh, your house is different and your car is different. It may be, but this is more of your energy is different. The type of people that you have released and the type of people that you have attracted that are new in your life, or you are attracting that are new in your life, will be the ones that are going to move forward with you. And whoever you've released, those people are blocked. They are no longer allowed to move forward. Even if you wanted them to, they will still not be able to come with you. They are blocked, or then you are blocked, because that means you're still in that karmic cycle if you're still dealing with people that were holding you back and setting you back in the past. So that's it's just miraculous when you see how the universe works, and just everything just falling into place. So your life should really be falling into place within the next 3 years. Most of the time when I'm telling somebody a Saturn return is coming, it's usually something doom and gloom. We it won't be anything positive, I will have to say, unless you've already done the work. And a lot of us, because of the last 7 to 10 years, sometimes 20 years of your life, you would have gone through so much that you can't help but to have gotten the work done over the last couple of years while Saturn was in Aquarius. It was more things falling into place for you by default because of the experiences that you had in 2019. I fell upon a video from 2019, and it was talking about some eclipses that we were having, and it was an astrology video. But I was so impressed by how detailed they were, because as I look back at my life at that time, that's when I was moving down south. I was really being very assertive about who was allowed to be around me and what type of energy was even allowed to that I was allowing. That was really, in all of my years, the first time I really asserted that. Before, I will more think to myself, me and this person isn't really the right fit, and then I will just kind of drift off, but still talk to them, but still hang out with them, and still do all those things that is unnecessary. And it was like 2019 with those eclipses, I started not really following the eclipses, just naturally eclipsing people, places, and things out of my life that just was not in alignment with me. That's when you would have noticed a lot of people starting to build their farms and move off grid and all of those things. They were really following what their natural instinct was to do. Like it was a rapper, him and his wife bought a farm. I don't know if they're still together, but I know, like, I forgot his name, but it was a lot of them, like them down south rappers that was doing stuff like that. So I'm just bringing it up to show you guys that you couldn't help but to follow your heart and follow the natural path that God had laid out for us to just slide right into. So here we are. We're walking into Pisces. This is a very dharmic phase that a lot of people are about to go into. Unlike the last 7 years that was hard, and we were climbing that mountain and we was digging them trenches and restructuring and rebuilding our lives over again and over again. This time it's like we know what we know. The universe has us in a certain place, and it's just time to build. It's not hard work building. It's more of gracefully sliding into your natural way of being and not fighting it. When it comes to love and romance, and for that I'm talking about just work and life in general, just sliding into it. A lot of you guys may be so used to chaos. I'm gonna get into love in a second. A lot of you guys may be so used to chaos in your life that the new quiet, the new peace is going to kind of run you crazy, because you're used to the sirens and the arguing and the people doing a lot of crazy stuff. And now it's all about finding just what makes you happy and doing what makes you happy and smelling the roses and truly enjoying life and living life to the fullest. Okay? So, oh, now, as far as love is concerned, I'm a Pisces moon. So I'm one of those that love unconditionally. I want to, and then I got that Neptunian thing, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So I can love unconditionally and give and give and give. And I've had to learn in the last few years to pull back and know who to share my love with. And I've believed that a lot of us who have been on this journey has gone through the same thing of the hard knock lessons of who to share your love with, even when it came down to family and friends. You've had to really adjust and really sit back and think about, was it a balance in these relationships that you were in? How did they benefit you the way you benefited them? Did they benefit you at all? Was it even worth having people like this in your life? All of those type of things were coming up. Now, with that being said, y'all have come to this realization that it wasn't. Or whatever realization you've come to that realization that you're no longer giving yourself freely and openly, and just, you're not the bottomless pit of love that you thought you were. Now you want to keep some of that love for yourself. And you've learned to pick and choose who you share that with. So you didn't know how to love properly was really what I'm getting down to. You thought you did, but really what you were doing was throwing yourself under the bus to receive love, because we weren't receiving it in the proper way via from childhood or whenever. With that being said, oh, I pray for you. I pray for you, Chelsea. Okay, Charlie, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so with that being said, you're going to learn how to love now. And you're going to learn how to receive love. That's the key. Because for some reason, a lot of us had forgotten that we need love too. And I don't even think we really knew how to accept true love or real love in its rawest form. And even in our love language, but not in the unhealthy, toxic forms that we were used to getting it before, with all the conditions and, if you did this, then I'll do this. A lot of us were playing those type of games with people and the back and forth. It's no more of that. Now it's time to just learn how to show love properly, and then learn how to receive love properly. It's a whole new ball game when it comes to love now. It's a whole new ball game when it comes to how you're even going to spend time with your family. The 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 powers that be outside of our gods, like the people on this earth, the 3D powers that be, they want to get y'all to start depending on artificial intelligence. They want y'all to start, yeah. Peace and blessings and love, family. Oh, hi, Lena. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Because the Scorpio, Venus and Mars, that's like, did you say Venus or it's just Scorpio, Mars? Okay, Pluto and Saturn. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you got it rough, baby. That's a lot. That's a lot of deep Neptunian dark um lessons that you had to learn. Those were a lot of dark, heavy lessons in love, and you're saying you're still learning it. Try to learn them. Try to nip them in the bud, baby, because you don't want to be in that karmic cycle. Because Saturn is about to grip us for another 3 years, and it's not a bad gripping this time. If you've done the work and if you learned to put yourself first and truly love on yourself, truly, not just talk about it, but be about it, then you're going to get into this heavy dharmic phase, guys. That's all I see is divine relationships, life partnerships, showing the world how to truly love and how to truly receive love. That's the type of relationships you're going to be entering into now. So this is a very promising and beautiful point. I have to stress, it only is going to be for those who have done the work. If you're still, dating the idiot that been running you in the ground for the last however many years, then the universe is going to leave you there. I'm not saying anything awful is going to happen, but it's going to be much of the same. And you're just going to keep having those same experiences over and over. The person is not meant to change. They're meant to teach you a lesson about loving yourself more. And then you move on, grow, and then that right person will come in because you're at the proper vibration and they're at the proper vibration, and y'all can meet at together there. But if you're trying to save somebody and trying to heal people, it's not going to work, babies. I'm not trying to deter y'all from love, but I'm trying to be honest as possible when it comes to where we are headed astrologically and just energetically all together. So guys, if you have people in your life that are still running you crazy or causing you stress, you need to start putting people in certain categories and knowing how to deal with them. And at least having a gripping on how you energetically deal with them, because that's the problem. A lot of you guys will get into these relationships with people, and then it'll be a switching of a role where they are siphoning your God-given blessings of the energy that you naturally have and giving you their awful energy. And that's why they like being around you guys, is because you walk with the light. You walk with sacred energy that they don't necessarily have access to. I know that I'm a damn vibe. I know that. Like, you don't got to tell me twice. So I take my energy and who I share it with and who I give it to very serious. Okay? So Saturn in Pisces, this is big. This is the biggest astrological event that I believe is happening in 2023, just because it has had us all gripped for so long, and we need this release, especially those of us who've been gripped for 7 years. You need the release. Now with the Pisces, you'll be in, this is also another 7-year cycle, but it's going to be 3 years of true dharma, and then the rest of it will you be just living in it. Just living. Now, the next 3 years, you'll be gaining. Good things will be coming in. Blessings coming in from the past, from past doings that you didn't receive from this, whatever you're doing now, it's going to start to grow. So if you're building a business, if you're working and you're wondering if your money is going to increase, yes, it's going to increase. Life is going to get better. Don't stress about anything. Those days of lack mentality and poor mentality and struggle thoughts and the broken, those days are over. Now it's getting back into the world. Not the universe. I want to say when I say the powers that be, I'm talking about the ones in the 3D world here. They want to start bringing in all this artificial intelligence. Pluto in Aquarius is what I'm getting that from, where it's a lot of artificial intelligence is going to be just growing and getting worse. And they are trying to get y'all to be more dependent on it. Guys, it's not. I don't even see this as it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I personally feel like we have grown so much, and our children, we've taught them the truth. Like our Generation Xers have taught their children the truth, and their children are teaching the millennials are teaching their babies the truth. And no one's falling for the okie doke. The banana in the tailpipe is not working anymore. And I think a lot of people are upset. They're going to be very, very upset about this. Now, the purging of the earth, that may still happen because the universe is trying to purge out certain energy altogether. Like the universe is on, we're rebuilding now, and we don't have time for certain fuck shit anymore. Oh, I'm trying not to curse, and I did. Oh, I'm not going to curse no more. I'm not going to curse. How many minutes? We in it. So the universe is just like, we just don't have time for that no more. And so they're going to start purging out all of that evil and it's still going to be life happening, and certain people will still live, but it's not going to be as heavy and concentrated. A lot of that dark, heavy energy is about to be purged out. So as they're trying to cause harm to others, the harm is actually going to be caused to themselves in their own generations. That's the weird part about it, is that you're trying to hurt others, and you see this happen so much in history, where you'll see certain groups of people intentionally trying to hold certain groups back or steal from certain groups, and what ends up happening is they end up setting themselves back, and by generations. You lose out on education and certain things just by focusing on hurting others. And that's what's going to happen with these people creating all this artificial intelligence. Some of it is going to help and it is going to make our lives better. And then some of it is going to backfire on the ones that are trying to use it to control us and control things like our oxygen. And they're going to get wicked with it. You think we paying for electricity now, but we're going to be so savvy and open to change because of who we are and how we've raised ourselves and our children. And I have to say it like that, say it like that, because a lot of us raised ourselves. And even if you had your parents, a lot of you guys, especially the Generation Xers, your parents were on drugs, and a lot of other stuff was going on back then with those baby boomers, that we had to like pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and really learn the world on our own. So all of that is, it's going to come in, and we're going to use it for our benefit, but we're going to also learn to protect ourselves and harvest from nature and harvest from the universe and from the sun, and we're going to be in full alignment by the end of, I'm saying, we have another 24 years of this to go, where this will be finished. 2044 is when Pluto will be finished in Aquarius. And by 2024, we'll be seasoned in how we're getting our energy. It'll be all different from now. We'll be more harvesting free energy. Most people will have the solar, and all of that stuff will be in full effect. We won't be dependent on outside of ourselves as much. So that's the blessing about all of this. But it's going to backfire, because the intentions with Pluto and Aquarius, they're going to try to use that energy to come in and get us dependent on it even more. But it's not, I'm not seeing it as something that's going to work. So anyway, we've have our 10-year cycle activated. The new lives that we're in, because we're definitely in this new paradigm, guys. This new paradigm is so many different portals that I'm seeing. Okay, I'm just going to focus on chosen energy, because the other portals are not, and I don't care to see what's happening in those. All I can say is, if you've been doing a lot of messed up things, you're going to find out. What's that thing? The more you mess up, the more you find out. That's basically what's going to be happening to most of the people who are in the world. I'll say 80% is going to be really rough. Light workers, the chosen ones, people who have been really healing themselves, healing their families. Y'all are, I've already talked about y'all dharmic cycle. Y'all are going to be building. It's like this new, it's a new world, but it's already started. It's already started. So we're building the new world as the universe is cleansing and purging. Oh, thank you. Like it, yes. So yeah. Oh, One thing I want to stress, guys, is during the last couple of years, while Saturn was in Aquarius, we were working on childhood traumas. And I know a lot of you guys, well, we're always working on childhood traumas. No. The universe was working at it at a cellular level. We were clearing out stuff from past life childhoods, and it was so deep that it was like a gutting of the subconscious. This is where God was trying to, like, with all the pain that you went through in 2019, 2016, 2017, that whole era, it brought you to this point where those experiences, when you were going through them, you didn't understand them. They were tragic, they were awful. I mean, I can imagine. But they brought you to this point where you should have a clear mind. You should feel some form of freedom and release and happiness and joy. And guys, when you get up in the morning now, I want you to start working your magic with your mind. Instead of using your herbs, even though the herbs will always catch the right vibration, because that's what we're trying to do. I want you guys to start exercising the magic with your mind, because by the time we get into 2044, that's how we're going to be conjuring more. We're going to still have our plants and our herbs and all of our vitamins and our medicines that we can ingest and take care of our bodies and all of that. But the goal is to now get us in alignment where we're not conjuring the way we've always done it before. That way is, I don't want to say old school because I love it. That's how I grew up doing it, and it's wonderful and I enjoy it. As you can see, my herbs is not going nowhere. But we have to start practicing and flowing in the direction that the universe is going. So while this Pluto is in Aquarius, let's go ahead and start taking advantage of this peace that we have earned and start getting more in alignment with you and the divine and conjuring with your mind. How you're going to do that? You're going to start doing your magic in your mind's eye. You're going to start not imagining, because you don't want to be doing astro traveling. We don't want to get into that type of stuff, because that's just your mind just traveling. You don't want to be just out there in the ethers just going. You just be there going forever. We're not doing that. You want to have control in it, but you want to start practicing the magic in just not just imagining it in your mind's eye, but then bringing in that energy. The same way you will feel when you're working with the herbs, you're going to start doing that with your body. And even if you want to mimic that you're working with your herbs and you're conjuring with your herbs with your hands while you're trying to get into that vibe, you can still use, your body language and stuff. But I want y'all to start working with your mind, with your magic. It's very important, because this is the direction that we're going. All of us, I don't care what type of healer that you are, we're all going to start working with our divine self, with our higher self, God, the universe. It'll all be in alignment. And we'll just be able to, the communication between each other will start to build without speaking. And we already have those telepathic connections with people that we have relations with, or we grow soul ties with and stuff like that. But now it's going to be on a whole different level. Now it's genuinely telepathically communicating with each other. We're going into some deep stuff when it comes to magic. So anyway, that is really what I wanted to dive into today, as far as where we are energetically, where life is taking us for real. Like, this is no joke. This is no joke. I'm going to come on again. I want to get deeper into the Pluto and Aquarius, but that'll be for another one. Today it was about Saturn and Pisces and how important it is for us to have put ourselves in a position to just lay back and receive. And anything you're going after now, you shouldn't have to go hard. Like, even if you're even if you get up every morning, you're on time and you're beating the pavement, yes, but it's not going to feel like hard work. It's not going to feel like, oh my God, I got to get up and go to this place. And you're going to wake up and feel like, damn, I love my life. I live a peaceful life. I live a good life. And just keep repeating that to yourself. And say your affirmations every morning. Repeat to yourself that you live a soft life. You live a peaceful life. You are blessed. You are happy. You are protected. Speak that into yourself. Okay? Speak that into yourself. Thank you, Black Karma. So, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me. Do y'all have any questions? I'm going to be coming on here again way more often. I'm going to try to do it at least once a week. I have to get my my moderators back up. I have Black Karma as one, and I want to put some people from here on as a moderator to keep me. So when I'm talking to y'all, if anybody tries some slick stuff, Black Karma be on it though. You slip up, I don't even get to see it. She be like, oh, I got her. She be like, I got her. I got her. So that's it, my loves. Let me see. Saturn square the moon. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's only going to be for a couple of days. So, okay. Saturn square the moon. Are we in a panic? I feel like that's a panic. I really do. I feel like somebody's going to be like, I'm not doing enough. Am I doing enough? I'm not doing enough. That's the energy I'm getting from Saturn square moon. It's like, I'm not doing enough. But you are. And the thing about it is you've already done the work. Now it's just to be calm in it. So this energy here with Saturn square the moon, you're going to be feeling like you want to release something or let it go, but it's not going to make sense to. I feel like just hold on. Don't go into even if you feel panicky, even if you feel like you can't sleep, because that's a squares like that. That's like energies fighting. You see what I'm saying? And then they're both in Pisces. So no, the moon is in Virgo. Oh, that's even worse. Pisces and Virgo are like opposites. They are opposites. So Pisces is for relaxed. Virgo is like hard work, on time, detailed. So yes, exactly what I said. Am I doing enough? And then as you're laying there, you're asking that question. But the reality is you've actually already done the work. That's the key to paying attention. Now, if you know you've been a lazy fool, then you've just been a lazy fool. But if you've known you've done the work, then you've done the work. You're still going to feel that tug of war though. Any person with, like me, I have a Virgo North Node. So I felt that tug of war the other day. And you know what I did? I laid down because I know I did enough. I'm not even about to play myself. They are. Oh my goodness. See, I have a Virgo North Node. So with you have a Virgo moon and rising. That's a good thing though. Because at least the Virgo moon, because your rising sign is where you're supposed to be headed at in life. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Following your North Star is your rising sign. So you're supposed to be doing Virgo things. If you have Virgo in your moon sign, that means energetically you already feel Virgo-ish. Like you feel like you can go, even though you're a Pisces sun and you like want to take a nap. You still get that energy to let me get it done. Let me be detailed. So that's good for you. Like if you were a Pisces moon, like me, with the Virgo North Node, I mean, I'll have that spurt. So I'll go hard for like 4 hours, and then I need a nap. And then I go hard for another 4 hours and I need another nap. And that's just how it is for me. Because I know, but I already know it's my Pisces moon that holds me back. And I've already, you do the work. So you still have to keep climbing the mountain. But for you, you have the Virgo North Node with the Virgo moon. That's a great way to just automatically follow. Like the universe, God naturally gave you the energy to follow your North Node. Unlike me, mine's is in the opposite sign, Pisces. I want to take a nap when I'm supposed to be going hard. So I've learned how to find a balance in that where I still can get my nap on, child. Go to Lena, go to at Cafe Astrology is where I got mine's from. I have I went to Cafe Astrology. But I've had clients go other places. I don't know all of them. The only one I go to is Cafe Astrology. And you can get, if you have your time of birth, you can get your sun, moon, and rising, and it gives you a whole printout of your whole astrological chart. It explains you to the T. It is so good. They are necessary. Those Black Karma, I'm dead serious. Those naps are necessary. I take my naps and I don't lose no sleep about it. I'm gonna take my naps because when I'm going hard, I'm going hard. You see what I'm saying? And I don't feel like I'm a person that holds back on my work. You're welcome. Hi, M. Robinson. Okay. Did you get that, Lena? Look at what Black Karma says. Check out the pattern app too. So Chosen says her moon is in Cancer, Gemini rising. You just want to nurture people. You need to get out more and be more social and not so nurturing and hoverboard, hover. Because cancers can do that. They want to mother everybody. I don't think you need to be doing that. You need to just be more outgoing and social and friendly, like that type of thing. Oh, that's dope. So I'm gonna look at the pattern app too. I've never seen it. Okay, time passage. What? It's not showing. I gotta look at okay. I think somebody sent me something saying that, and I thought it was just the videos that I had going up for the week. So I figured it was one of those. But if it's the Love and Tarot, I'm gonna look at it and see what I can do. Because it should be working. Yeah, it should be working. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you. You outside. Uh-oh. You said I'm outside. You need to be outside. That's really you. That's your way of following your North Node. You got to do Gemini type things. Do Gemini type things, and you can still be mothering or like Cancery, but you can't overdo it. Y'all kind of hoverboard and overbearing sometimes. I have a cancer daughter and a little sister is a cancer. Lord help me. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. I think so. I try to show y'all a lot of different things. Like tomorrow, I have so many videos being uploaded. It's unbelievable. I'm like, oh my gosh. What I've been doing lately is I've been planning and scheduling. Those of you guys that are on my Patreon, y'all, oh, you missed. Okay, I'm gonna re-upload the last video because I was talking about time management, the Love and Tarot. Before we did the reading, I was talking about time management and me scheduling, and I had uploaded a link to the video I watched about time management. It was on YouTube. And if I can, I don't know how I can upload a link on here. I'm gonna try to come on to the comments and upload a link later on for y'all who's on YouTube to watch that same video. And in it, it was just talking about planning ahead and being more, because with me, because we're spiritual and because I'm a Pisces moon, y'all know I'm ready to fly by night it. And that's what I've been doing this whole time, is kind of just going with the flow of whatever spell I'm doing for a client or whatever spell I'm doing for myself. I'll just show it to y'all and we'll keep it pushing. Like that's how I've been. And it's like, no, I need to take my school. I'm taking it serious, but I want to take it more serious and be more intentional and more organized with the work that I'm putting up. So I'm gonna start planning it out more. Y'all already get a schedule. So I put a schedule up of the lives and stuff like that. So I'm getting it in point. I'm getting it on point. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, a weight loss spell. There are. There are. But it's more like if my grandmother wanted weight loss, she'll just go get some senna and make a tea and drink it. Like she did it. It wasn't really a spell. It was more like regular stuff that she just did. So I don't know. Let me think about a weight loss spell, because I wouldn't say she was doing a spell. If I saw her, if my mom was even doing weight loss, because they did a lot of weight loss stuff, she'll just go get literally some senna and make a tea out of it and drink that. She'll drink sorrel. I don't know if y'all know what that is. We drank that in Panama. It's a little red plant. You soak the leaves and you drink the juice. And she'll drink that, and that'll help clean her with some lemon in it. Thank you. Thank you. The pipe. So because Saturn is moving into Pisces, that's why I kind of stuck on Pisces. But I do want to say, guys, everybody is going to go through this transit. No one is being left behind. No one has to wait until their sign, Saturn hits their sign, to feel this. No, we all went through the traumas of 2016 through 2019 or 2020 or even to now, if that's the case. And we're all going to experience the blessings of it according to the work that we did individually. So if you did lots of work, you're going to get lots of blessings back financially, in love, energy that you've given out that you didn't receive back, friends, just anything, business wise, all of that stuff. All of that stuff. Is it normal to work a spell 30 minutes straight, or is it extreme? It's fine. I've worked spells for 30 minutes. Work a spell as long as you're comfortable. Work it as long as you're comfortable working it. If you feel like you need to sit there 30 minutes, sit there. Sometimes I'm meditating a whole hour. I don't think that's extreme. If I close my eyes and I start meditating and I look up and it's an hour later, I'm like, oh, wow, I really enjoyed that. I feel refreshed and I get up. I don't say, oh my Lord, I took too long. And no, child. That's your moment where you're casting your spell and doing your magic. Child, bye. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You said the longest dark night of the soul ever. How long? What do you mean? The last 3 years? What? If so you have a Pisces sun. This shouldn't be a long dark night of the soul for you. It shouldn't be. A Saturn return, it is a test. It is a restriction on things that you need to learn at the moment. But it's not a prison sentence. It's not the hammer coming down. It depends on if the universe has been calling you. Like for me, for instance, and I'm talking about this in love. I was married and the universe been telling me for years, this is not where you need to be. And I kept ignoring and saying, okay, I'm going to leave in 5 years. I'm going to leave in this year. I'm going to leave in. And then I kept having the same concolons. Boom, boom. When 2016 hit and Saturn hit my rising sign, it wasn't no more. It was a straight, okay? And I didn't have no choice but to fall into place and get into alignment because they've been talking to me and I've been known it. You see what I'm saying? So it can happen that way if they've been, and the universe will do this to you for years. You can get this for like 10 years. Some people been getting this for 15 years. You see what I'm saying? And they bruise. Y'all ever see when the water be dripping in the faucets? And then all of a sudden, like a couple years later, it's a whole indention and all the paint and acrylic done came off the faucet just from that dripping water. That's what this does. But and it gets worse and worse. And if you don't pay attention or if you don't acknowledge it and then make proper moves with it, then you messed up in the game. Then you messed up in the game and you get one of my moves that I received and it was just like the boom. And then you don't have no choice but to grow because life sobers you up real quick. And then they tell you, now swim. You've been doing all this work to get into alignment. Now we're here. Let's get it. And then that's when the real dark night of the soul really hit. You thought you had a dark night of the soul then. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can imagine. It was extreme. And then what made it so terrible was 2019 was when those eclipses came in. Because when I was listening to that video, I was like, oh my God, I remember that time. It was the harsh realizations that we just had to like, okay, it's real. Like God is not playing with us. It's real. So we had to take that in stride. Yeah, baby. The last 7 years was a very long dark night of the soul. For me, it was like I had the dark night, then I came out of it. Then I went back in, then I came out. And then 2019, when right before COVID, I moved down here during COVID. So right before COVID was when the universe was really massaging me like, okay, we moving out of state. We're going for this. And when COVID hit, I didn't have no excuse not to move. My kids were home. I was home. I had the money. Nobody was in the street. Just go pick a house. All the houses, nobody was looking for them. I literally just had my pickings and just drove to North Carolina, stayed at a hotel for a week, looked at houses. The hotels were cheaper. It was like, I was getting upgrades for free. Easiest move ever, relocating from out of state. Paid people probably half the price that I would have had to normally pay to move down here because nobody was working. Everybody needed money. Shoot. So people was ready. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's terrible. She said, I met my twin flame November 2019. My response was, oh, Lord, that's terrible. gosh. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. The twin flame is the relationship that's gonna bring you into you. That's you meeting that other person, and y'all, it's like an awakening. It's truly only for an awakening. I don't really see too many twin flames surviving on Earth together. It's just too much clashing and too much gaslighting and activating past woundings and activating their woundings. It's a lot going on with the twin flames. I don't know how they make it. And when I do see divine relationships, those are beautiful. But the twin flames, they're always, because you come together, you have the experience, and you're back apart again, learning, and they're learning. Half of them, a lot of times, they don't even sexually satisfy you and all that stuff. It's only to get the experience. Oh, yeah. It is heaven and hell at the same time. And it's just that is. But it's meant to be that way. You're not meant to be with them forever. It's like, and let's say you don't get all the lessons from that twin flame. Let's say you cut that one off because you've learned the lesson. You're like, oh no, I'm not dealing with this one no more. The universe will bring another one in so they can finish off those lessons. You gonna learn. So that's what should have happened the last 7 years. You learned the lessons. No Pisces should be throwing themselves under the bus no more. That's one thing I can say. All Pisces, all of y'all, you don't care who crying, who's sad, how bad their life is. You don't care. You don't care. No childhood trauma, who mama did it, when they mama did it. You don't care. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. You don't care. That's the biggest part of Pisces moving into Saturn. Saturn has taken all of the water. Saturn is a big planet. It has just dried it all up and said, okay, now we're going to get real and we're going to do it. It's time to get real and do it. Oh, you said I miss him every day. You know what's crazy? He misses you every day too. And y'all are still not allowed to be together. You're still not. Unless you heal fully and he heals fully, you're not, the universe is going to always bring in something to block it. So don't hurt yourself trying to keep that relationship. You're going to have to accept that it is, baby. It is what it is. I'm sorry. And with that being said, I don't want to break no more hearts while we on here. While we on here. Let me know if, well, I am going to continue doing these light worker community meetings, because I was going to say, let me know if y'all like them, but I'm going to keep on going. Yeah, but you'll still have love. Black karma, love is coming. That's what this whole Pisces thing is about. Saturn in Pisces is about now knowing how to love and knowing how to receive love. You're going to know this by actually being in a real productive, romantic, loving, divine union. Expect that to come in within the next few months. It should happen this year, where you meet this person and then you'll fall into the union and the relationship for the next few years. Then you'll get into marriage and life partnership. That's the direction the universe is going. It's about building now. We don't got time for nothing else. The new group of people that are going to awaken, when they awaken, they'll start their 7-year process and they'll fall right into alignment with y'all as well. And it'll just keep happening like that. Every 7 years, it'll be a new group, then a new group, then a new group. But the universe is beautifully dropping all of us off into this new paradigm that is a clean slate, no karmic relationships, no people trying to use you, no people to even use you, because if they try to come towards you, they're blocked. That's how high up you've grown spiritually. When I talked to you guys, I did a video months ago about dimensions, and that's what has happened. Y'all have raised your sense of consciousness so high, and the vibration is so high that those dense 3D energies that used to come in and distract you and do all of that they used to do back in the day, they're no longer a part of your life. They can't even get close enough to you because the direction that you're in, the level that you are at. Hey, Vu. It's spirit is our ancestors, our spirit guides. No, you're not at a level where you can, to be honest with you, until you're fully in your divine self, you don't get an opportunity to really talk to God directly. You can channel him and listen, but until you're fully in who you are and understand your godly being and who you are, that's when that channel between you and God is just so clear that you will know is him. But until then, you're talking to your ancestors, you're talking to your spirit guides, and honestly, you're really talking to your higher self. So when you think you're talking to God now, you're really talking to your higher self who is governing you, and your higher self gets to commune with God. Until you get yourself fully in alignment, then you can just swoop right up to God and still go through your higher self. But you'll be walking in your higher self at that point. You won't have to channel it as much. It'll just be, you'll be right here. You'll be right here. What? You met a soulmate recently who killed you in a past life? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Andrea. So yeah, so that's how that works. You have to, when you first start your spiritual awakening, the energy that you'll be more communicating with will be very dense energy that's down here. Because you have to remember, you haven't done any real cleansing or ascending yourself to really get past that dark energy. So when church people are telling you, oh, you're talking to demons, a lot of times you may be, because you're not equipped enough yet. You have to actually be swimming with the sharks for a little bit, learning the how the energy feels. Don't think that because you're ignoring them that they're not there. They'll still be messing with you. You just will be acting like they not. It's best for you to know these energies so that you can know what not to mess with. And then when you ascend, they won't be able to communicate with you anymore. It'll be higher up angels and higher up devils, but they won't be nasty and demonic like those. Then as you ascend even more, then those darker energies still can't get to you. You see what I'm saying? So once you get to your ninth dimension, or at least your seventh dimension, at that point, you're sitting in your true self. All of your chakras are aligned and clear. You're in tune with your higher self. And then you can just freely just talk to the universe, and it will be no interruptions. You know how you'll be doing something and you'll get a thought and it distracts you, or like my kids will come in the room and distract me or something like that. Things that's normally, if it's in your mind only, that's darker energy coming in. So when you're communicating, like when you're, as you ascend, those dark energies you won't feel them. If you they can't get to you because you're happy. Or at least you're fooling yourself to be happy. And you can do that too, and they still won't be able to get to you. I don't care what craziness is happening in your life. If you wake up every day and say, I live a good life, I'm safe, I'm happy, I'm protected, I speak that out and put that spell upon you that you're protected, and like fully embody that, those dark energies, and then you have to practice it too. You have to smile. So while you're sitting at your desk at work, miserable, crying about having to be there, cry with a smile. You know what I mean? Smile when you're doing it, because the smile automatically releases some type of endorphins that brings in extra happiness in the body. And it is just like a flow. of the happiness. That's what's going to keep dark energy away from you. If you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're mad at the twin flame, if you're mad at the soulmate that killed you in the previous life, yes, honey, you're still dealing with too much unnecessary energy. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to give dark energy room to get into your life. Recently, I had an experience with my ex-husband where after the experience, I had to take a step back and say to myself, this is my fault because I have given him too much access to me unnecessarily. We haven't been together since 2017. Why? And why does he have access to me on that type of level where he can cause havoc? So what I do, block, done. Email me. We have 4 daughters. Everybody got a phone, except for the 7-year-old. Okay? That's it. Call them. That's it. So you have to learn not to let certain energy in, and then that will then reduce a lot of the unnecessary stresses in your life. Okay? Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Can I see what dimension a person is in while doing a reading? No, I can tell you what dimension a person is in by talking to you and seeing what's going on in your life. I can. Yeah, I can tell you what dimension you're in by doing a reading. Girl. I can. How do I get power? Power for what? Inner power? What do you mean? It starts with you. Oh my God. Anger is a waste of your energy. Girl, please don't be angry at nobody. Thank them. For me, the new flex is the realization that they have fucked up. Oh, I cussed again. Damn. But that's really it for me. The realization that you messed up is the real flex. Not you, you did this to me and you did it. Nah. Step off, be up in, okay? And get your money. And just make sure that every time you walk to the mailbox, you killing it. You understand what I'm saying? If you go into the grocery store, you killing it. Yo, I went to Costco today. You know what the man said in Costco? You look fabulous. I love your style. Thank you. If I go have lunch with my friends, women with their husbands will walk up to me and tell me how nice I look. I be in jeans and tank tops every day. Y'all see my style. I wear the same stuff. I'm not out here flexing. It's just your inner power, the way you walk into a room. And I'm not like a dress up, like I wear the same one, like the little one pieces. Y'all know I love my one pieces. They easy to throw on and I look good in them. You know what I mean? So you have to own your personal power, baby. I do personal readings. Go to my website, insightbytesh.com, and you can book a consultation with me there. Ashe, my love. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on and talking to me. Your power, it has to come from you, Pooh. That's confidence. Start with your damn affirmations. And let me tell you something. I have not worked out consistently in 4 months. Okay, I'll go to the gym, dilly dabby, here and there. I still walk around like I'm the baddest, and I'm 44 years old. I don't give a flying who got anything to say. But you have it, baby. I think that's what you need to know. Like, you already have it. Everything you need lives within you all together. So you just have to own it. Continue meditating. Continue reminding yourself that you're powerful, that you're smart. What I would say to do, you might want to go to a rage room and release first. You need to release something. And the power can come in. But you're not releasing. You kind of, releasing is important with magic and with healing. I was looking at something when it came to money the other day, and I was just looking at like how it flows, and I was like, oh, sometimes you have to if it's clogged up, it can't come in and just have that flow. You want that natural flow, and when you're holding on, then it blocks the power from building up. So you have to go to a rage room, get a bat, or get like a golf club. Go to the thrift store, go get a bat, go get a golf club, and go beat up an old couch. Go beat up an old television, put some goggles on, and get to town. Go to Dollar Tree, get you the little plastic goggles. Boom, 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 get to town. That's what you need to be doing. You're welcome, Andrea. Perception is everything. And you have to tell yourself you are powerful. And your power comes from within. When you're talking to people, look people in the eye, give them a strong handshake, be firm about whatever you're saying. One thing I learned with power, and this is something I do with my children that I used to do. I would talk to my kids and tell them to do something, and then I would repeat myself. Like I'd be like, didn't I tell you to go and pick up them clothes off the floor? And then like 4 hours later, didn't I tell you to, why am I telling you to pick up this paper? No. Now I say it one time and I give them a look. And I'll look at whatever I said. I don't repeat it. I just look at them and I look at, and they'll be like, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do it now. And that's it. And with my 7-year-old, I've started the counting. It's the counting. She just be looking at me like, Mom, I'm going to get it. But by the time I hit 1, she's like, I don't even want you to count because you get an attitude. So you need to start doing that. Meditating and speaking positive vibes into yourself. Okay? It's really important. And I think with our Lightworker community meetings, I want y'all to practice the meditations. And when I come on here, tell me what you see. Because the universe will guide you mentally. Like you'll be able to see even the planets and how they're working with each other. I remember when I was having my lioness moments a few years ago, and the planets were moving a lot in Leo back then. And there was a lot of that Leo lion climbing the mountain energy, getting to the top of that mountain. And I just remember when I would be meditating, those were the visions I was having, as my pause as a lion climbing that mountain and sitting at the top. And it was going according to the astrology. But I was experiencing it with my body and in my mind. That's why I'm saying we may not all be astrologers and want to learn all the planets, but what we can do is get in tune with who you are, and you'll still be in alignment with it, because the universe will speak to you in how they speak to you. Okay? Okay, I guess that one might work. Chosen, you are hilarious. A dart game. You so funny. Okay. Carry Queen Elizabeth root, baby. If you can get some Queen Elizabeth root, because that's a more feminine, and it'll help build your confidence as a woman. Hell yeah. Positive talk is important, especially if you are a strong manifester. I agree. You're welcome. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, Andrea. That is making sure that you're in alignment. So now Whenever you have a question or whenever something's on your mind, pay attention to the numbers and what's happening around you. That's answering questions. That's telling you you're thinking about the wrong stuff. You're heading in the wrong direction. My spirit guides have a way of telling me I'm not going to find what I'm looking for in a store when I'm on my way to the damn store. So if I'm driving to the store and I see certain things and symbols, I already know when I get in there, it's either they not going to have it or it's not going to be the way I want it. So that lets me know, turn around, go to another one. I'll literally say, are y'all telling me it's not there? They'll confirm it. Yep, it's not there. Go to another one. That's how deep the relationship between you and your ancestors and your spirit guides and just you and the universe all together can get. Where you can just, it can be that simple. I was talking the other day to myself and I was cracking a joke about how I was going to be handling stuff from now on. And the dings and the bells and the whistles going off. I was like, oh, y'all so dramatic. Y'all, oh, it was like that. And they were like, yes, ding. Okay. You'll hear Alexa go do 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 do. Something will happen. Something will happen. Yes, rose quartz will help wonderful also, baby. Good job. Good job. So yes, always be looking for your synchronicities. Let that be numbers, symbols, anything, colors, sounds. It comes in all these different ways, my love. It comes in all these different ways. Guys, please like, share, subscribe while you're here. I'm going to come back on and start doing these on Thursdays, and we'll just talk about whatever I feel like talking about that's happening in the light worker community. I may also go in and pull some content from any astrologers that I really like just to see what they're saying, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to play it because I have software, so I'm gonna learn. I'm 44, guys. I don't like all this fancy stuff, but I'm trying to keep up with y'all young folks. So, so here we are. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, yep, I agree with you there too. Um, yeah, I would say that's a good idea too. So yes, and that's what I want, guys, that we come on here and y'all can give advice, um, share your stories, ask for advice and ask questions, all of that good stuff. So I think we did pretty good today for my first one. We're going to be hosting these on Thursday nights at 7:30. So be ready every Thursday, guys. We're going to be doing this Black Karma. Let me know if that's a good schedule for you on Thursday nights, Black Karma. All right? And other than that, guys, I'm going to see y'all Thursday. I'm gonna be posting some videos. I'm gonna take the channel in a different direction. I've been putting a lot of educational stuff on here, which I don't mind. I love it. Okay. Thank you, baby. Um, the educational stuff, I want to keep it going, but I'm ready to start showing the magic again on YouTube. I don't feel like anybody's stealing anything, nothing like that. I just kind of wanted to be responsible about what I'm showing you guys because I don't want to show you things that are going to get you any type of unnecessary karmic repercussions. Because I'll be showing a dark spell on my Patreon, and then by the time you look, they done buried their baby father in the damn cemetery. And I'm like, oh my Lord, you can't just be burying people in the cemetery. They actually have to have had some type of true karma. And the karma can't be, they hurt me. You see what I'm saying? But we do these things. We do this. And I'm not far-fetched because y'all already know my story. I have buried people in a cemetery myself. So, oh shit, Andrea, you on here too? I'm throwing you under the bus, Andrea. You one of them. You ain't the only one, babe. I got like 5 of them on Patreon, dog. Everybody baby daddy buried. Either the baby daddy buried or he in a box. I'm just like, oh Lord. Twin flames, baby daddies, ex-husbands, all of them. People done went crazy. I was like, it's called Insight by Tesh, baby. Patreon.com/Insight by Tesh. Yeah. Hilarious. I was like, I can't, I don't, it made me feel like, oh, am I showing them the wrong thing? I didn't want everybody automatically retaliating on people. I wanted y'all to have it in case somebody really did some serious stuff to you, that you can protect your family. You know, if somebody's trying to hurt you in court, yo, people were like, oh, he left me for that hoe. Him and that hoe going in the cemetery. I'm like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, well, you know what? You so funny. You do what you got to do. What it do. Oh shit! Oh my god! And see, that's the thing. Like, that was more my fear. But then it's like, you know what? I'm purposely teaching people with good intentions. I'm not trying to show y'all bad work, but I feel like when you're knowing magic, it is important to know light and dark work. You cannot just be out here being just a light witch, because when people are coming for your family, and these things happen even if you are a light witch, you can be the happiest go lucky person. Somebody gonna be jealous of that happiness. Somebody gonna be frustrated that you woke up on the right side of the bed. You don't even have to be fresh that day. I mean, I've heard people do some of the most awful things because a person had on a prettier dress than them. This is crazy. So you know, people get jealous for a lot of things. You need to be able to protect yourself. Period. And y'all already know how I go. You come for me, I'm going to show you what it do. Okay? We going to do what it do. And it is what it is. And all the happy go lucky and the smiling and all that, I'm going to still do it, but I'm going to take that moment, and if I have to come off my throne to address you, I'm going to make sure I address you right. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm getting into a whole lot of extra stuff. Oh my gosh, jealousy is one of the worst demons. And it can be anybody that's jealous of you. He said, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, I trust that I'm doing the right thing, because I'm showing y'all really how to cleanse yourself, protect yourself. And what's wrong with bringing a little extra money and making sure that your boo don't have no stragglers attached? It's okay. You know, as long as you're not altering people's destiny and harming people, I don't think anything wrong with it. And that's it, you know, and that's it. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I keep saying that and I haven't clicked off yet. But I love you guys. I'll see you next Thursday. I only came on Monday because I wanted to catch Saturn and Pisces. Please enjoy your new lives, guys. If you feel panicky, calm down and pay attention to what's happening right now. Not, oh, the rent ain't paid and they could put me out in the future. No. Are you in a safe place? Does your home feel comfortable? Are you happy? And then you want to stay in that, okay? And try to grow and go with the positive. All right, babes. You're welcome. I will see y'all Thursdays. Love y'all.